What's up, everyone? I'm live from LA. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, Derek Wallace, Magdalene, the preacher? Nice to meet everyone. And thanks for joining me. Make sure that you go and follow me on all the other platforms and turn on my live notifications and post notifications so that I show up in the feed. And you can see all of my new content and all that good stuff. What's up, Miguel Ibarra, Chester Fuentes, Eric Cuaca? What's up, everyone, on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube? I'm on live on all three platforms all at the same damn time. I just wanted to say hi because yesterday I didn't go live. Today I was like, I need to go live. Make sure you guys turn on my live notifications on Instagram. Otherwise, I'm not going to show up. And I also started a fundraiser on Instagram. So if you guys want to go and check that out, make sure you also go and follow my Foundation Raw social media platforms, my nonprofit Foundation Raw. I'm revamping it, getting it another boost. I'm going to start doing cybersecurity and AI stuff as well so that people get to know how to protect themselves online, so it's not just all these depressing stories. I was thinking about that because I was posting that and I was like, I don't really like this vibe. So yeah, on the TikTok and Instagram is at Foundation Raw. Let me type it here. And then I have a YouTube for it too. So make sure you go and follow it. Yay, yay. Do you guys want to see my outfit? I'm going to show my outfit right now. Hold on. And I want to start going live with some people too. Am I sick? Yeah, I got like allergies, little sniffles. This is my outfit, you guys. You like my jean dress? This is what I wanted to wear today. I can't show the back because, they're a little weird like that. But this is it. I got little sniffles. That's why I didn't go live yesterday because my nose was a little runny. And by the way, you guys, I had this whole like really cool magical encounter. There was a cat that showed up that was like the most perfect cat I ever seen. I mean, this cat, it was like the perfect kind of gray, golden eyes and so beautiful. And usually they stray cats, they're like kind of roughed up. Like one has a limp, one got a missing eye. Like they're kind of rough. But anyways, so this cat was like the most perfect cat I ever seen, and he just like literally came up to me, and I was like, oh, let me feed it and let me take care of it. And so yeah, now I'm a cat lady, you guys. Long story short, I'm a cat lady, possum lady, and raccoon lady, and skunk lady. I got all of the, what do you call it, animals, wildlife on lock. Is that satin material dress? No, it's like a jean material. I don't know if you guys can tell. You can see more of it on my Snapchat. I'm gonna post my dress, front and back, the whole look and the whole nine. You know, make sure you go check it out. But also, I just posted a way for everyone to be able to protect themselves online on Foundation Raw through like phishing scams and stuff. So um, it's got a perfect example on how to spot the differences in different links, and what to do, how to protect yourself so that you don't become a victim of like hacking or any kind of online exploitation and stuff like that. Hell yeah, 4.8 million on Instagram. I'm an OG influencer. I've been doing this for 15 years. And for a couple of years, they put me on a shadow ban list. I shadow ban all my social media accounts, all out of jealousy and envy from the urban vine influencers. But here we are, going hard as hell. So I'm back and I'm going crazy hard. That's why I probably got a little bit of sniffles right now because, um, yeah, gotta keep it moving, keep on, keeping on. Thank you, Shanti. Gerardo Villarreal. Trevor Yates. Anyways, you guys should have seen this cat. The cat was like, I swear to God, that cat knows how to talk. That was a spiritual messenger or something because it was literally the most perfect cat I ever seen. And like, it did not look like a stray. Like, it was so clean and so kind. I mean, where the hell did this cat come from? And it only showed up yesterday, and it made sure that was nice to me. It was like rubbing up against me and stuff like that. And then after I was done, it like literally like it waited for me to go back inside, and then I haven't seen the cat ever since. Thank you for the gift, TH82. Also, if you're on Instagram, make sure that you give me some badges so I can keep these lives going. Girl gotta live. Trevor, what did Miguel say? I missed it. Let me see. Let me see what. I can't see it. It went away. Miguel said that you dated me. You dated that lady. Thanks, Ronnie, for the gift, for the super chat. What are you talking about? What lady are you talking about? Maybe someone ate the cat. That's messed up. Now, I swear to God, that cat was like an angel or something. Like it was a spiritual messenger of some kind. It looked so elegant and so noble, like a royal cat. I don't know if you ever seen anything like that, but that cat was like straight up royalty. If you guys looked up like ancient Egyptian mythology, there's Bastet, and Bastet was like the sign of protection and all of those kind of things. So yeah, it was cool. I was like, whoa. You woke up and you have 5 cats sleeping on your legs. That's funny. Thanks for the gifts, Peter the Fanpoo. Peter Fanpoo. And also the people on Instagram, make sure you go and follow me on TikTok because I'm posting different content on TikTok than I do on Instagram versus YouTube and Snapchat. So all of my platforms have different style content, and also I randomly go live on all of the different platforms too. So make sure you go and get me on all of the different. I'm like what do you call it? Like a whirlwind. I just go like, well, let's go over here, let's go over there. Kind of like that, but a little bit classier, I guess. um, hey, that was the part of the argument during the presidential race. Yeah, the cats. Did you guys see all the remixes they made about that? The what are that? They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. That stuff was so funny. I love how this whole generation is not serious at all. Like they can make fun of literally everything, but then at the same time, everybody's so sensitive. Like I don't know. A couple years ago, I felt like I couldn't even do comedy because everything was just like walking on eggshells, and everybody's so sensitive. Every idea I would have would be like, "No, you can't do that. That's a sensitive topic. No, that's sensitive too." It's like, geez, Louise. Oh boy. Today I try to sleep in. My sleeping schedule have been all off. Like I wake up at weird hours and then I go back to sleep and then I wake up again. And yeah, it's a little tricky. I've been waking up early and going to sleep late because I'm talking to people from like around the world, about law changing stuff, and it's been a lot. I think I'm burning myself out a little bit slowly. You know what I mean? Block Eddie, yes. Got grown ass man talking shit to a woman online. Get a life, loser. I don't know what's wrong with men, grown men doing that. Like, what is wrong with you? It's crazy. Crazy madness. Exactly, Danny Marsh. Thanks for standing up for me. And you know what? I love men that stand up for women when other men are acting like incels. Like, what do you get out of like talking smack to a woman and you're a grown ass man, like you're an adult and you're online talking shit to a woman, trying to sour grape them all the way down to your pathetic level? Like, have some common decency and class. Like, Jesus Christ, you know? And thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Yeah, no more Vine. Vine, thank God, is done with. I'm actually happy that Vine is gone, along with the people. I blocked all of them, all of those Vine influencers and all those stupid people. Danny March, thank you again. And you know what? Like one time, I got a collaboration with Drew Scott and Jonathan Scott from HGTV, right? So I was the one that got the collaboration. What did I do? I actually told some people, and then they were aware that I was doing this collaboration, right? So then they wanted in on it. So these were like Vine influencers. They came there to the shoot. Mind you, this is my shoot, and they talked so much shit about me to these people and try to burn my bridges that I personally had before they even came in. And then so what happened was that they were trying to basically take over that. And I had stuff like that happening like all the time. Like these losers that are on Vine, they can't stand it. Like they even watch people that I will follow, and then they will reach out to them and try to collab with them, you know, behind my back or whatever, or before I got a chance to do it or whatever. And then they would smear campaign me to them. But none of that stuff ended up working out. Exposing it all I have to do is tell the truth. Why they just make up all these lies, but the truth always wins, blah blah blah. What time is it here? It's 6:45 right now. I just wanted to make sure I got on live, you know. Jeff, what's up? And thank you, Michael Bazzara and Miguel Ibarra. You don't pay attention to IG. And also Twitter is my like little activism platform now. So um, make sure you go and follow me on Twitter too. I'm posting all of the stuff, all of these stories that I've been hearing from survivors and people like that. Um, and things. It just irritates me so much that there's so many of these fake activists that pretend like they're fighting for a cause, and all they're doing is just getting all this funding, donations, but then in the end they don't do anything. It's just all like smoke and mirrors. Chela Anuzia, what's up? Did I say that right? What's up, Jeff? I see you. You're not invisible. I see you and I love you. Don't have much social media, too many fake accounts and drama. Yeah. Honestly, if I wasn't doing, the social media stuff, I probably wouldn't have one. I know this sounds crazy. How much funding do I need? Well, whatever you want to give me, I'll take it. But obviously, if I had like a million in funding, imagine the shit that I could do with that. These people are getting millions and millions and millions. All they do is press tours and what do you call it, fake staging like events and stuff like that. And really all they're doing is to boost themselves up. Like there's so many activists, you look at them and they claim to do something, but really it's just a placement bill that doesn't do anything, that doesn't protect anyone. And then but really what they're actually focusing on is elevating their own name by making themselves look big in the eyes of the media, you know? So for me, I always had like the whole fame thing, and I didn't even like it because my first taste of fame was getting hacked, you know? So that was obviously really not fun. So I already get it. Like, it's a double edged sword. And even the good parts of fame, you think it's like gonna be all these great parts of being famous, and it's really not that cool. Like, people think, oh, once I'm like on that red carpet and the flashing lights and I get this and that. No, those red carpets, they're like draining as hell. The people aren't that great, you know. Oh, you get more isolated, you can't trust anyone, everybody's out to backstab you or to get something out of you. It's really not great at all. So if anybody out there wants to be famous, like, think twice, because it's not at all what you guys think. So yeah, stay away from that. Thank you so much for all the gifts. Free TikTok points. Thank you for the badges. Oh no, thank you for the, what do you call it? Gifts on TikTok, not badges. Amelia, you were hacked once? Yeah, getting hacked sucks. Like, I wish hackers would do something else beneficial to the world except for just ruining people's lives, you know? Uh, it might not be, but it's better than a 9 to 5. I think if there's obviously ways to make money without the fame. So there's plenty of ways. Like, you can do like investments and stuff like that. And you do investments, then you can make the money without being famous. You don't have to be famous to make money, and you don't have to have a 9 to 5 to make money either. You can make money without the 9 to 5. So always keep that in mind. You don't have to fit into these little boxes that society, creates for you. It's a bunch of bullshit. Don't listen to that whole matrix system. When I started even with acting, they were just telling me like, "Oh, you can't do commercials and stuff like that because you look too glamorous, and you're too pretty for commercial acting." So they were trying to dumb me down. They were like, "Don't use any makeup, like, don't um, you know look tired." I mean, the stuff that they would tell me, it was just crazy. And the whole time I was like, this makes no sense. And all there was, they want to fit you into these little boxes, and then if they can't put you in there, they they basically won't give you the opportunities. But that's why you got to create your own opportunities, so that's what I did. I just focused on creating my own opportunities instead of waiting for people. That's why I did my own short film Hacked, and I write my own scripts, movie scripts, pilots, things like that. Because if I'm gonna wait for people to give me the opportunity, it's like they're gonna give me a one-liner and then use and abuse me and throw me away, like discard me. So, and they do that with everyone, by the way, in this whole Hollywood business. And then on top of that, they want you to do all these you know bad things that goes against your integrity a lot of times. And if you don't want to do that, then you're not going to get the job. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sell my soul just for some stupid part in a movie. Makes no sense. It's like crazy that people even would consider that. Anyways, I don't know how we got into all that, but it's crazy. Luis Gonzalez, what's up? Working at 7 to 3 is like me. Yeah, you could do that too. You don't have to do a 9 to 5, you know. I mean, as long as you're working for someone else, you're gonna be working to make someone else's dreams come true, basically. So you gotta figure out what are your dreams, what do you want to do, you know? Because otherwise you'd be stuck there in that loop, just day in, day out, feels like Groundhog's Day. You're gonna have someone telling you all the time what to do. I hate that. I hate people telling me what to do. Like, don't tell me what to do. Fuck up. I don't follow rules. I make my own rules. You know. I mean, as long as you're nice to people and you're respectful, why do I have to follow what society tells me? Like, if I was to follow what society told me, I would just stick to being pretty, and then when I get older, I wouldn't have had anything, right? Um, or if I would have stuck to what society tells me, get a degree and get a job after. And, I got a degree in marketing and I got a master's degree on top of that. And when I got done, they were paying me only $12 an hour, you know? Why would I work with a master's degree and get like $12 an hour? That makes no sense. Thank you, Derek. Um, so I didn't want to follow those rules. I didn't follow the rules with like that I have to dumb myself down to like fit in. I tried that so many times. Like try to not look pretty, try to not look cute, wear like oversized clothes to not come off like this or come off like that, show up with no makeup, show up with glasses. Like literally I would go with glasses to places so that people will be like, oh, she's smart. you know and like I know I'm smart, but fuck, like people will see me and they will just assume whatever. It's just so frustrating, and like I even have a high IQ and everything, but like if you tell people that, then they think you're also a pathological liar or some shit. So then you're like, well, damn, I can't even be myself without someone having an issue. So then what's the solution? Just be yourself. Fuck everybody. you know? That's the solution to everything. Just be yourself, do whatever the hell you want to do. If anybody has a problem, then they can fuck off. Thanks, Derek Alvarez, for the gifts. Yeah, I all I know is how to be myself. Like I can't really try this whole fitting in narrative. That's why I did a podcast and called it Everything Out of the Box, because like you can't fit me into the box. Like there's no way I'm gonna be just one thing. I remember when I first started doing sketch comedy stuff and I did a collab with Ricky Shucks, and Ricky told me, you're like jack of all trades. You need to stick to one thing. Otherwise, people don't know where to place you. And I was like, what? It's so boring, you know? Yeah, the podcast is on Spotify. It's on YouTube too. It's on YouTube. It's on Apple, Spotify, Audible. It's on everything. I'm gonna restart it again pretty soon. I'm putting all of the content together so then I can make it live. And no, I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have time for a boyfriend, to be honest with you. And plus, I'm just so like good with having a nice, peaceful life with no drama, no BS. And honestly, if I had like a boyfriend, I honestly don't know when I would have time for one. Unless he would like take all my pictures and videos and kind of work as an assistant or something. I don't know. I'm like on hustle mode because I have to make up for 15 years of stolen time. Like when they put me on that shadow ban list, I pretty much lost 15 years of my life, of all my hard work, of everything I created. So for me, it's like, okay, I'm on like supersonic mode. I have to make up for all that. Greedy hustle. You gonna want to take me to Lobster House? That's cool. I haven't had lobster in so long. I've been on a diet. I'm trying to get like super skinny, skinny, mini, mini, mini. Where's the application? Imagine if I had an application. Oh my god. Like it would ask for the weirdest things like, do you eat ice cream funny? Like, do you take off your shoes before you walk on a white rug? Ever had an English fry up? No, I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. Yeah, I sit in front of these lights, and the lights, they're so bright, they give me headaches. I'm not gonna lie. You have to wait until you get your taxes. Oh, I need to do my taxes too. How annoying. What date is it? What, March? Oh shit, I need to get that done. I was waiting because I thought they were gonna give us some money from Doge or something. What the hell? Damn liars. What happened to getting $8,000 from Doge? I need rose colored glasses. Oh, I got those blue light glasses, but they don't even work that well. Um, what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Today was such a weird, like, slow day for me. I woke up and I was like, ah. I woke up and it felt like my body's been in a tumbler and like they put on like a high cycle or something. I don't know what happened. I just woke up like, my body, you know. And I haven't even done anything. I just work, but like that's it. Like that's on the phone and stuff. Would I ever invest in government contracting? Mm, I don't know. See, like with the nonprofit, I try to do the whole like government funding and stuff. But one, it's really complicated. Two, it's like once you get the government stuff, then you're gonna have that kind of nonsense. And plus, I don't know, it just kind of weird vibes with the government. But I wouldn't say never because I don't know much about it, to be honest with you. Maybe that would be a good way, especially getting funded for Foundation Raw. I know so many nonprofits that are getting funding through government, like government grants and stuff, but they're all scams. And from what I know, there's like one woman, right? She handles all of the funding for this one topic, which includes, women and children kind of disappearing and going into the underworld of things, right? I can't say the word, but she handles all that, right? So she determines who's getting funded, and she only funds nonprofits that don't really want a solution. So here we are. This is one of the reasons why I can't get funded from the government. So I'm just waiting. Hopefully, Elon Musk or somebody, cuts off all of this stuff and the truth comes out because nonprofits that actually want a solution and have done really great work, they're not getting funded, and then these like scam nonprofits are getting all of the funding. Apparently the government gives them like 22 million or something. 22 million or 220 million, something like that. I can't remember. This was a while ago. And I was like, what? This is crazy. So yeah, now you guys know. Thanks for the gifts. I took 2 Tylenols too, and this light is like, ugh. How long have I been on live? 30 minutes. I'm trying to do a little bit more, and then I'm gonna go on Snapchat. But I created so much content for Foundation Raw and like cybersecurity kind of topics and AI topics. So this is great because I think that you guys will like it because that's where everything is going towards AI and cybersecurity. So um, you think I would be successful in like the government jobs or investments? Well, if I was in charge of where the money is going, I would just cut everybody off. Be like, you guys are a bunch of frauds. But yeah, that's what it is. What is my actual job? This is my job. I'm an OG influencer. I was an influencer when the word influencer didn't even exist. I started like 15 years ago. I started with acting, then print modeling, then social media happened, and I became an influencer. And also write marketing. I have a master's degree in marketing, so I market people, including myself, and marketed companies. Um, I produced my own projects, like Hacked. I've done a lot of shit. I have a nonprofit. I change laws. Everything out of the box. You can't put me in a box. That's the whole point. What's my inspiration? My higher self. It's becoming the highest version of myself. That's my inspiration. Thank you, Professor T. You like my dress? You'll see more of it on Snapchat. I'll post a lot of dress pictures and videos. You see the front, the back, 360, all of that good stuff. How is my day going? It's going good, but it's kind of a slow day. Slow, I'm tired, feel like beat up. And it's funny because I slept, but I don't think I got a lot of, what is it called? REM sleep. I got only like a little bit of, it felt like I slept a lot, but really technically I didn't. I know my body kept saying like, "Oh, you gotta wake up. You gotta post. You gotta do this. You gotta get on those meetings. You gotta do that." So my body didn't let me sleep the way I'm supposed to sleep, I guess. And my whole goal was I'm gonna sleep in. It's gonna be amazing. And then I tried to sleep in, and I just kept getting interrupted. And then finally, I did sleep in. By then, I already was interrupted like a million times. So didn't work out the way I thought. Crimstar, what's up? Thanks for the gift, Ronnie boy. I need a massage so badly. Like my back is just my neck, my back. Daylight savings time is this weekend? Yes. So are they gonna change it to make it lighter for longer, or what's the deal with that? Because I need it to be lighter longer. I don't really like this whole daylight savings and it gets dark at like 5. What the hell? I've been drinking so much water today. The water I'm drinking, it doesn't feel like it's quenching my thirst. King Tut here. What's up, King Tut? It's funny because King Tut was actually one of the weakest pharaohs. And people always like, oh, I'm like King Tut. No, King Tut was like a weak pharaoh. He wasn't really a great leader. That. And then the ones that were great leaders, people barely talk about them. But doesn't that sound familiar? Kind of like situations that go on today. Sorry. Oh boy. I don't know. I wish I could time travel to ancient Egypt. I would just fit right in there, I think. The only thing that I think about, like, if you go to ancient Egypt, right? And you have like these like health issues that you have nowadays. Like, let's say you have a headache or you're cramping or something. Like, they didn't have ibuprofen then, they didn't have Tylenol. Like, what the hell would you do? Or what about, like, I don't know, like, you like, how do they filter the water and stuff, like stuff like that I want to know. Because let's say you clean yourself, how would you know that the water is actually clean? You know, stuff like that. Why do I think about random shit like that? Would I make more comedy or drama videos? I will make more comedy. I'm making a lot of comedy videos on YouTube, and I have what do you call it, on Instagram. I do like questions, comedy. I try to mix it up because right now I'm trying to trigger the algorithm. So if you see like questions and stuff, that's one of the things that I need to be doing just to switch it up. And then red flags videos, depends on where it works and where it does not. So I have the red flag videos, the questions, the comedy, and I switch them all up, because everything is not going to hit all the time. So I need to try to keep creating content that's going to hit more often just to get back in the algorithm, because I technically need to, um, get back 15 years of work. So, for instance, on my Instagram, I have 4.8 million followers, but since they put me on this shadow ban list for so many years, I don't show up in a lot of people's feeds. So I need to like undo that, or I need to get enough followers where it makes up for the followers that can't see me. Yeah, you guys were my friends back in ancient Egypt. There was always natural cures for everything. It's just been hidden. Yeah, I believe that. I really believe that. And I wish that we knew about whatever they used to do back then so we could do it now. Like, you know, imagine like if we knew what they used back then. I heard a lot that they use like frankincense and myrrh oils for stuff, especially frankincense. I don't really know how that will work. And like, I'm kind of allergic to perfume too, so depends on what it is, but or like things that smell. I like no smell, you know, no weird smell, just natural smells, you know. Just take your damn shower. Like, if you just take a shower, you'll be good. Or like very fresh. Like if it smells, it's gotta be fresh smells, not like the sweet, like cotton candy kind of stuff, or like when men pour all these colognes on. Oh, it makes me sneeze like crazy. If I go on a date and the guy's wearing a lot of cologne, oh my god, like I gotta get out of there. Otherwise, I'm gonna be sneezing the whole date. You know. Um. Oh boy, I'm trying to see the questions. Thank you, Crimstar. Will I make any travel videos in the US or any other country? I want to, and I wanted to, you guys. Like, I did this. So I went to, this summer, I went to Sweden, Austria, and Italy, right? And when I went there, I took all of these pictures, all of these videos, like so much content, like you name it. My whole phone was like packed with it. And I also took separate pictures of my family, separate pictures for Instagram, like this whole like orchestrated thing. And then last day coming back from Italy, someone at the uh, Leonardo da Vinci Airport in Rome, I'm pretty sure security stole my phone, you know? So, and it was literally through the security. So I took off my backpack, put it in the thing, and then my phone was like next to it, right? I come out, all of a sudden my phone was gone after it went through that, the little roll band thingy. I start freaking out, like asking everyone what happened to my phone, blah, blah, blah. And then when I came back to the US, I literally asked everyone for my phone. Like I had everyone that I knew that had connections in Italy go to the airport and ask it, like literally be like, give her a phone back, right? And yeah, nothing, you know. So I just took that as a sign, like it was just bad energy stuck on that phone, old memories and stuff, and I needed a clean slate. I just took it like a message from God, like that was just, let's start all over again. And this time around I can go back and redo the whole trip and take like professional pictures and videos and create like really good high quality content. So I want to go back and do like professional shoots and like even though I know when to go now, like look even better because when I was there it was so hot, I was sweating the whole time. Like I went and it felt like hell. Like it was so hot. It was sunny and humid there, right? So I went in July/August, which is like the hottest time. I didn't want to go then, but my mom was like, "Oh, this is the only time I have a vacation." Blah blah blah. So that's why I went that time. But this time I want to go when it's on my terms. I don't have to go like at that time. I can go when it's not so hot and it's not cold, it's not hot, it's like perfect. And then I'll set up shoots and all of that kind of stuff. So that's what I want to do. I want to go back and redo that whole trip, but only focus on places that I really want to go. And now I know exactly where to go because I went to a lot of places and some of the places weren't even really worth it, to be honest with you. Like they were cool to see, but they weren't really like, oh wow, you know. I went to like Garda Lake, and that to me was like, ugh, you know, it's too touristy. And when it's like too touristy, it kind of kills it, especially around that time too. Like, all of the tourists are there. Amalfi, now Amalfi was good. What is it? The island that I went to. Uh, what is the island called again in Italy that everybody goes to from like the Amalfi Coast? I can't remember. There's a like a boat from Sorrento that goes there. Anyways, I went to that island. It was like hell, like so packed with tourists. You couldn't even walk. It was miserable. I didn't like it at all. Um, and everybody on Instagram, they make it look so cool. If anything, I would like to give people like honest reviews on how Instagram makes certain places look where it looks so cool and how the reality is. I think that that will be interesting. Um, and so yeah, I bought a whole new phone and I didn't use like the whole iCloud and stuff because of what happened to me. So I lost all my pictures. But now I got like all of these things all set up and in place, you know. And also I have a lot of security now on my stuff. Like even like when that stuff happened, I wiped the phone clean, right? So there's no personal information on that phone, but it just sucks because I don't have the pictures. Imagine if I had those pictures, I would have so much content, but oh well, you know, shit happens. And then I'm kind of curious, like if I go back to Italy, how would I protect myself this time from them trying to take my phone, you know? And apparently in Italy, the airports, the security people there steal a lot. Like so, if you go to Italy, make sure you uh, don't bring any valuable things, and even your phone. Like when you go through the security checkpoint, they're gonna steal stuff. Like I had people telling me they stole like Louis Vuitton scarves, Louis Vuitton wallets, Those motherfuckers, I don't know what's wrong with them, but they're just stealing shit left and right at the security. And also, if you go through like Milan airport, Rome airport is kind of shady. Naples, stay away completely from Naples. Naples got all of the crooked people. All of the thieves don't even visit Naples, don't even stop there to like buy a snack or none of that. Just pass by, go through, and see you later. Yeah. And people are like, oh, maybe you lost it. No, I didn't. I never lose stuff. I never lose stuff. So that for sure was like someone took it. But that phone was old too, so they're not gonna have a lot of fun with it. It's just a really shitty phone. I'm surprised it even works. Like it had cracks in it, all kinds of stuff. Why would you take that? And honestly, if they wanted the phone, just let me have my pictures. I just take the fucking phone. I don't care. You know? I wish they could have just been like, okay, here's your phone. Take the pictures and do the whole iCloud thing or something, and then we're gonna take the phone after. All right, fuck it. Like, you know, Tony Soprano would have let it happen. I actually have people that are like legit connections there going and threatening people there. And yeah, whoever did it is hiding in the shadows. So it's hard to determine who it was. But I had a friend of mine that they stole her luggage, and but this guy found out who was the people that stole the luggage, and they came and gave it back to her. So there is ways to get stuff back if you know people, and I like know a lot of people, and they helped me a lot. Like they sent so many people there, and it was through different connections, but nope. It was some like idiot that has no connections to anyone at the uh, place, right? Happy birthday, Malik. What punishment should be implemented? What do you mean for what? Um, what are your thoughts on illegal aliens? What punishment should it be? Well, I mean, I came here legally and it took me a long ass time, like 10 years. It took me 10 years to be here, and I came here fully legally, went through the whole legal process, waited 10 years. I'm a citizen now. I believe if you want to go to any country, you need to follow the rules and the laws, and you need to adapt to the country. So, like, if anyone from the US, for instance, goes to France, they need to learn French, and they need to learn how to what is it called, assimilate, or what is that word, where you have to adapt to the country and the rules of that country, the rules, the culture, the language. um, because ultimately you're in their home, like their home country. You have to adapt. You can't just go places and expect the whole country to adapt to you. It makes no sense. you know I lived in Sweden. I grew up in Sweden, and I'm originally Persian, but I had to learn Swedish. I had to learn the culture, the food, the people, what they like, what they don't like. That's what you do when you go to another country. You can't just come there and not want to learn the language, not wanting to adapt, not want to follow the rules and the regulations, not want to respect the culture or their flag. Like, I think that that's a weird concept. Like, you know, I don't know, because I lived in different countries and I speak different languages. I adapt everywhere I go. Like, even within people, if I just notice like, oh, these people um, they like this or they like that. Obviously, I'm going to be nice and respectful. You're not going to go places and just be rude, you know? Who does that? What did I eat when I came home on trips? Any favorite foods? Um, when I was there, I was eating a lot of pasta and I gained a little bit of weight, but I gained way more weight when I got back to the US because I kept eating bad because I was like, oh fuck it. I ate all this crap, like might as well keep eating. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, I gained like 15 pounds. you know so I went on a diet and I lost it all. But more than anything, what I noticed is when you eat unhealthy, you just kind of get more inflammation in your body. So, like if you eat a lot of sugar and carbs and just bad stuff, it creates a lot of inflammation. And that's what makes you look like you gained a lot of weight. So, not necessarily that you're gaining all this fat, it's also the inflammation, or the water weight from all of the salt and the sugar. So keep that in mind. If you want to lose weight, you got to eliminate the salt and sugar, and then try to eat more protein and veggies and like fruits. Even with fruits, don't eat too much fruits that are sugary. Any advice to deal with depression? For me, how I deal with it, I get busy. I just work a lot, and also other things that I like to do, I put on like high energy music and I like listen to it and I sing in the car on top of my lungs and I drive fast like ah. Probably people are like, what the fuck, but yeah, you gotta force yourself to do stuff. If you don't want to, if you're not the type that I don't like going and hanging out with people, that makes me feel like ugh, because usually people, they have really bad energies and you don't know what the hell they're doing. But there's a lot of bad people out there. I don't know why, but it's just, especially in LA. So for me, I like to just get on there, stay busy, like stay busy, do work. And if you motivate yourself, like let's say you do some work and then you're like, okay, what's the best strategy to make myself successful within this thing that I'm super passionate about, right? So you start focusing on that and then you make that happen. And also, other things that I like to do is obviously you eat really healthy. Foods that are not good for you usually tend to make you feel bad. Like you don't feel, you get kind of depressed from eating bad food, right? And then working out is also good. But more than anything, stay busy and stay away from people. Like you think sometimes you calling people and venting to them and talking to them is gonna help. But a lot of times those people, some of them, they don't even care, right? So that might make you more depressed. Two, they're happy that it's happening to you. That might make you more depressed. And then three, like they got their own shit going, so that they might vent back to you about their stuff. And now you're like, oh, I don't even feel good anymore. What the fuck was I thinking? you know? So then you feel like that was just a kind of a, just not really helpful at all. So you need to basically do things to stay busy. Oh, donations are not available from Pakistan? Okay, well, you can give me badges. I can donate it to the foundations after. Um, so, yeah, I like to stay busy. The moment I start overthinking or getting like kind of in my head about things and or kind of sad or like those down feelings, I just like, you know what? I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and then I'm gonna take over the world. Just kidding. But for me, I like to just be busy. If I stay busy, then after you're busy, you feel good, like you have done something, you have accomplished something, and then that makes you go up. You feel better, For me, that works. But I don't know, everybody's different. You might get happier from just going on a run or, working out and stuff. For me, this is the way I deal with um, depression, being sad, overthinking, all of that stuff. And then by the time you're done working on some goals, you're like too tired to think about bad stuff. And you feel too good. You're like, damn, I accomplished that. And I mean, how much better does it get if you're like redirecting all of that energy into something positive, into creating and doing? Then, a couple months from now, you already created all this good stuff. And then you don't have much to be depressed about, you know? You're just like, damn, I did that. One thing I noticed though, and this is something that I realized just not too long ago, I get in the mode of always working, 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 that I don't even celebrate good things that are happening, right? So I will accomplish things and I don't even celebrate it, right? I noticed that, like, all of these followers that I got on social media, the Protect Act, this and that, I never even celebrated any of it. And the reason why I never celebrated it, I realized, is because every time I accomplish something great, nobody's even happy for me. If anything, people get jealous, people get envious, they're trying to sabotage it. Or if I share it with people, they straight up show me that they're not happy, right? So I learned early on, since even I was a kid, to, oh, well, what's the point in sharing it with people if nobody's ever even going to be happy for me, or they're not going to celebrate with me? But just because they're not celebrating, or they're not happy for me, or they're jealous and envious, or they want to sabotage me, or they secretly hate me, doesn't mean that I shouldn't celebrate it, right? So, this is how it is. When you have some success, people are not going to be happy for you, most of them. You going to get more people that are secretly envious of you and are not happy. So just keep that in mind. And also still celebrate, even if it's like small things. Like, I'll like celebrate by eating some cupcakes, or just being happy internally, like thinking like, oh damn girl, you did that shit. That's right, girl, you did that. I like hype myself up. I'm like, damn girl, you the shit. You did that shit. And then I'm like, damn right, I did that shit. I got you. I got you too. You just gotta hype yourself up, you know? Yeah, if your mates are not happy for you, they're not my mates. And that's the thing. I cut off a lot of people because the better you do, the less friends you have, or you realize the less friends you have. And it sucks, but what are you gonna do? Like, for me, I'm always happy for people and I always help people to get better. Like, I really enjoy seeing people succeed. It makes me happy. But what really sucks is, it doesn't matter how much you help people, it doesn't matter how nice you are to them, how good you are, how much you do for them. They're gonna just project all of their shit onto you and try to drag you down. And usually most people, they haven't worked on themselves, they don't know themselves, they don't love themselves. They haven't accomplished things, they don't even have the personality to do all those things, right? So most people, unfortunately, are not going to be happy because they're not good within themselves. If they don't love themselves, why would they love anyone else? If they're not good to themselves, why would they be good to other people, right? So that's how it works, unfortunately, but it sucks. It sucks, but it is what it is. So that's why when somebody asks, what's my inspiration? My inspiration is be the highest version of myself. Like, in my mind, I see the highest version of me, and some of the highest versions I can't even see because there's probably even higher versions that I don't even know about, right? So just continue to be the highest version of myself and just keep going from there, you know? Any advice on love? Well, honestly, love is so hard. Love is so hard again because most people don't love themselves. So why would they love someone else? You know? So the best advice I have on love is love yourself first. How do you do that? Is by pouring everything that you give to other people, pour it back into yourself. Pour everything that you do for other people, all the love that you give other people, all of the passion and encouragement, motivation. You know, we always give all this shit to other people and then we don't even give it to ourselves. Why is that? Like, if you just pour all that back into yourself and then you become good on your own and you love yourself, then after that, we can talk about love with other people, you know? Happy Women's Day. Thank you. I think that that's the biggest misconception because we've been told to always look for everything outside of ourselves. Like, let's get married. You get married and it's your other half. No, you're supposed to be good by yourself. You get good on your own. Once you're good on your own and you love yourself, you do things by yourself, then you can talk about being with someone else that adds to your life. Not that you're not complete on your own. You're already complete. You were complete when you were born, you know? So why are they selling us on the whole idea that we're not complete and we need another half? Like, okay, this is a whole body. There's a whole soul in there. There was not like I didn't have a split soul and a split body, like a half of a body, you know? Crazy. Yeah, you're welcome. Anyways, I missed a lot of questions, I think. Danny Marsh is 333 in England. What's up? I got so many people from England on Twitter coming. They're seeing on my TikTok. Best and worst things about the US. Best things, you can be anything you want to be here. This is the greatest country in the world. The sky's the limit. Like, you can literally move here as an immigrant and become anything that you want, right? As long as you work hard and you're determined and just keep going hard. The worst things about the US, I would say, would be that, you know, there's no breaks. Like, you don't get a sense of life. It's like you're constantly on that hamster wheel, and that hamster wheel makes you work all the time. Then you work all the time, and all your money goes back to bills and food and, health insurance. Like, there's no health insurance here. The system is very like, the system is kind of like a third world country in a weird way. Um, but then the other systems are not. Like, it's like this complete mindfuck. Like, you feel like you're not in a third world country, but then everything else is reflecting it back to you that you kind of are, you know? It's like a weird thing, you know? Are we still live? Yes, we are. And I don't know why it's like that. Like, there's a lot of crime here. There's a lot of issues with, like, you pay all this money. Like, they legitimately created scam companies. Like, health insurance is a scam. The tax system here is a scam. The car insurance, house insurance, all of the insurance companies are straight up scams. And it's legally allowed. Like, the banking systems, like, why do they have to charge like an overdraft fee or charge you a monthly fee for what? For just having your money there? They're already making money off of our money just being there, right? But then on top of that, we have to pay monthly fees. They do overdraft fees. They do all kinds of fees for what? Medications. Yeah, medications is a scam. They make us sick, and then now we need medications to counterbalance the illness. So all of those things are, it's like a facade. And if there's a way to just get rid of all that and just create like this whole organic timeline where, it doesn't need to be that way. Like back in the day, everybody used to trade their services, right? So everything was based on trade. Like even the way the countries got richer and more prosperous was through trade. So, for instance, Egypt had gold, right? And China had silk, for instance, right? They would switch those, or they would switch with spices and herbs and fruits, vegetables, or whatever, right? They would trade. But nowadays, it's just this like inevitable loop of working, and it doesn't matter how much you work. It's just you're never gonna get there. You know, I think that's a weird system. Like there's something really broken with this whole idea, but I just don't know how to put it in words. I think you guys get what I'm saying. Like, why are we working our whole life till we're like 65 and then we only get a couple years of freedom? Scott Vern, what's up? Like, that makes no sense to me. We should be able to work um, and just like be able to afford a house, somewhere to live, somewhere like we should be able to eat whatever, and food and all of that kind of stuff. And another thing that doesn't make sense to me, so LA, for instance, they give you trees, right? So if you have a house, you can get a free tree in front of your house. But some fucking weird like reason they don't want to give you fruit trees, right? And I'm pretty sure they tell you, oh, we don't want to do fruit trees because it's a mess. It's gonna fruit's gonna drop and it's gonna attract animals and whatever, right? But imagine instead of all these bullshit trees that don't do anything, why can't we just plant fruit trees? If we had fruit trees everywhere, I mean, there will be no people that are hungry. Like, there wouldn't be homeless people that are hungry. Like, even so, what if the animals eat it? Like, why can't we have animals eat the fruits? You know, I just don't get it. Like, why can't we have fruit trees everywhere? It's still gonna create the whole thing for the, oxygen and all of that bullshit, right? Please beam me up. What's up, Bodega Bay? Thanks for the gifts, and yes, I remember you. Anyways, those are just some things that I thought about. It's frustrating. I wish it wasn't like that, but I'm gonna go to Snapchat now, and you guys can see my little outfit there. It looks really cute, you know? Exactly, Baby Drift. You get it. It's it makes no sense. They could literally stop, world hunger. Imagine if they planted all these fruit trees in Africa, like, or wherever there's hunger. And that's another thing. We got all these stupid nonprofits that makes millions and millions and millions of dollars in funding. Why don't they plant some fucking fruit trees? That would be way easier and cost efficient, than whatever the hell they're doing, because we all know the money isn't going to wherever they're saying. The money is going to the CEOs and the people that work there, and they don't do anything with the money. This is why I really want to, like, I really hope that they cut all the funding for all these fraudulent nonprofits, because the whole point is to help people. If you're not really doing that, then what the hell are you doing? You're scamming everyone, right? So, and all of those people that are the nonprofits that are claiming they're helping children in third world countries, and they have a gift and blah blah blah. No, most of the gifts are going to the CEO so that they can fly on private planes and live in a $20 million mansion and all of that kind of stuff. So we need the good nonprofits to take over and get rid of all the bad nonprofits that are just straight up scamming everyone. So that's what I think. Anyways, go and add me on Snapchat. It's SnapUdos, and I'll try to be back tomorrow. I love you. Love you all. I can't talk. Okay, bye. All right, bye. And now we got YouTube, my favorite. All right, guys. I'm gonna go on Snapchat. Go and add me there. All right.